Motivational Monday. Let's get it. Hey, another Monday to do great things. Gotta start the week off somewhere. So when I start off on a Monday, let's get it. All right, so today, as you can see, we're out and about. Not as sunny as it was last Monday, but hey, after the rain comes the rainbows. You know what I mean? So even if it's not looking good now, it's coming. It's all about perspective. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. All that transitioning. I feel like every video is the same transition. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Anyways, so I just want to talk about limitations. Now, when it comes to limitations, kind of should open your mind and start thinking, all right, what is a limitation? And where's he going with this? Now, limitation, I don't have a dictionary in front of me, but I'll give you my definition. Limitation is when you put a restraint on someone or something as to what it is capable of. I feel like it's a pretty fair definition. All right. Limitations. You never want to put a limitation on yourself. And you damn sure don't want to put any limitations on other people. Now, why? Even if you know what's best, or whatever, for a person or a thing or whatever the case may be, the situation always isn't, what you think is best or, what you deem to be right. Now, this is just a general, speaking, Motivational Mondays. Work out for anyone, for anything, just information to get everyone through their days and weeks. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, really think about it, when you put a limitation on someone or something, like, who are you to be able to say what that person can or cannot do? You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it, because I'm sure, some of us have like good intentions when we're putting a limitation on someone, like, oh, hey, you might not want to do that, or you might not want to get into that. I don't think it's going to be the best for you, X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? But you got to open up your mind and think about said person or thing's actual mission or, their perspective on life. Just these things that we may not think about as we're, putting limitations on things. Because how do we know for certain that a person or thing cannot do said thing or whatever? You know what I'm saying? And I get you, It's like, okay, like, that's obvious. But if it was obvious, I wouldn't be talking about it. You know what I mean? So what I'm just trying to get at here is, I was watching a video, actually just last night. I was going to say the other day, but it was actually just last night. I've seen it before, but I was just rewatching it because it's a very powerful video. But what the message is, it's really just saying how, I'll have to put it in the way that he put it. So hear me out. As a parent, you have to realize that your kids are greater than you can imagine. Now, I heard it the first time, and I was like, okay. But then he said it again, and I was like, so let me say it again for you. Your kids, or as a parent, your kids are greater than you can imagine. You know what I mean? So let me tie that back into what I was saying. So let's say, parents, let's say as a kid or whatever, you're like, oh, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a rock star, I want to be, something, I want an astronaut, it's one of those crazy dreams. And you're like, yeah, okay, buddy, go ahead. Instead of encouraging them and building them up to everything they do, you know what I mean? It's just like in one ear, out the other kind of, situation. And it's like unintentional. We put unintentional limitations just because of something we don't believe, because it doesn't match up with our vision, our perspective of how the world is and how it works and, how easily accessible something is, or, whatever the case may be. Don't put limitations on yourself or anyone, because you nor anyone knows what anyone is capable of. So I'm gonna go a little bit deep in this video because, this is what it is. So my grandmother, she's in the, she has Alzheimer's, so she's in the nursing home. And, one day, who knows, things could click. I believe that. She could be like, yeah, hold on, where am I at? You know what I mean? Like, who knows what the situation could be? I actually believe that. Because if not, why are we letting her sit around and suffer? Every time I see her, she's like, can I go? Can we just leave? Someone please get me out of here. I'm like, dude, if I could take you out here, run away, and never come back, I would. Because they're going to be looking for me because they're like, oh, you stole a person. You know what I mean? It's kidnapped. Whether it's my grandma or not, you know what I mean? But it's just the fact of the matter is I don't put a limitation on her. I truly believe that she will eventually gain back her memory, her consciousness. I'm trying to work with her, tell her to, do certain things that will help her, opposed to everyone else who's just, shoving medicine down her throat, which probably isn't helping. And people who are also just not really believing, like, yeah, like, she's gone. It's what it is. Yeah, we can face, what the quote-unquote, hands in my pocket because it's cold, I won't do the quotes, but we can face the quote-unquote fact that she's gone, or we could, just have belief that we'll reconnect one day, I don't know, it's just all that perspective in life, and I really hate to be negative in my life. Even when I have negative stuff going on, yeah, I might go through it, and, we all have emotions, we all have, reactions and stuff, because, it's life and it's natural, so if you're fighting against those things, stop. Really, though, like, just go through what you got to go through. But I just try to stay positive, because, like, if I'm just negative about everything all the time, then it's just like, how am I ever going to get better? So I don't know. But hey, I'm glad to hear from y'all, or talk to y'all, whatever the case might be. Here, talk, we all doing it, so here we are. I'm gonna see y'all next week, man. Y'all be easy.
Happiness is a thing that's good for your health. That shit really keeps niggas alive. Yeah. So this keeps me alive, believe it or not, because it's that happiness thing. And when niggas is working jobs they hate, I just wish niggas would really chase their dreams and stop worrying about others' opinions and the thought of failure and just go.